He was born Richard Moran in Manchester, New Hampshire. The year was 1935. He attended Our Lady of Perpetual Help Grammar School and Bishop Bradley High School. After completing freshman year of college at the University of New Hampshire, Moran joined the Brothers of the Christian Schools and entered their novitiate in Barrytown, New York. In 1954, he received the religious habit and was given the name Cyprian Gabriel. The following year, Brother Cyprian Gabriel Moran was sent to earn his college degree at the Catholic University of America. He graduated summa cum laude with a bachelor's degree in philosophy in 1958. His first teaching assignment was at LaSalle Academy in Providence, Rhode Island, where he taught math and religion for the next 3 years, from 1958 to 1961. During the same period, he earned a master's degree in theology from Catholic University. There he met the very famous and influential theologian who would become his mentor, Father Gerard Sloyan, author of dozens of important and widely read books. Brother Gabriel's master's thesis focused on the need to reformulate traditional theological categories in light of the updated theology of the documents of the Second Vatican Council. The thesis drew quite a bit of attention and was published a year later under the title Scripture and Tradition. Noted theologian and later Cardinal Avery Dulles reviewed the book and wrote, "Brother Gabriel Moran expresses himself in smooth and fluent prose. He has made himself known to the theological community through this concise and penetrating little study." High praise indeed. The following year, in 1962, Brother Gabriel was assigned to De La Salle College in Washington, D.C., where he taught philosophy and theology to younger brothers. At the same time, he was working on his doctorate in religious education, again at the Catholic University of America. It was there that he was introduced to and greatly influenced by some of the greatest theologians of the era, authors such as Karl Rahner, Bernard Herring, Edward Schillebeeckx, and Yves Congar. He completed that doctoral degree in 1965. Brother Gabriel also participated in a variety of summer programs and institutes at academic institutions such as Boston College, Fordham, Fairfield, and the Toronto School of Theology. His superiors once again transferred Brother Gabriel, this time to the Christian Brothers' own Manhattan College in New York City. There he was named director of the graduate program of theology and religious education. In addition, Brother Gabriel was also involved with the New York Theological Seminary, an Episcopal institution, and it was during this period he published a second book, Theology of Revelation, which asks important questions about the Church's own self-understanding. In addition to directing the large graduate program of religious education at Manhattan College, Moran also chaired the Department of Cultural Foundations at New York University. He directed the program of religious education and served on the board of directors of the Religious Education Association. He was also on the board of directors of the International Seminar on Religious Education and Values, and served as president of the Association of Professors and Researchers in Religious Education. In 1970, Brother Gabriel was elected to serve as visitor, that is, the provincial, of the Brothers of Christian Schools in Legacy, Long Island, and New England, a position he held for 3 years. During the same period, he met another important figure in religious education, Sister Maria Harris, and they co-authored a book published under the title Experiences in Community. Up to this point, Catholic religious education focused primarily on the education of children. Moran and Harris recognized that a change was needed, and Moran shifted his attention to adult religious education from this time forward. With this in mind, he created a nonprofit organization, Alternative Religious Education, and he served as its president. Moran joined the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences of New York University in 1981. Here he taught courses in religion, philosophy, and the history of education. It was at this point that Brother Gabriel made the decision to leave the Brothers of the Christian Schools. After 35 years as a Christian brother, Moran applied for a release from his religious vows. and his request was granted by the Holy See in 1985. His colleague at NYU, Maria Harris, had left the convent 12 years earlier in 1973, and the two were married in 1986. Dr. Maria Harris had, obviously, a major impact on every aspect of Gabriel's life. Her book, Fashion Me a People, he says, greatly influenced his thinking and writing in the area of Christian education. That book today is considered a classic. They remained married for 19 years until Maria's death in 2005. That same year, Gabriel was appointed director of the program of religious education at New York University, a position he held until his retirement. During his career, Gabriel Moran taught philosophy and theology courses at not a few colleges, and he participated in countless programs and institutes. Over the course of 55 years, Moran has published 28 highly influential books translated into 8 different languages, and over 200 essays on religion, ethics, and the nature of teaching. He has lectured not only throughout the United States, but in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Korea, Ireland, England, the Netherlands, and Africa as well. He helped organize programs in Jewish, Christian, Muslim conversation with the Religious Education Association. He is widely credited with being a major force in reshaping the field of religious education in the United States and throughout the world. Over the years, Moran has received many honors for his great and numerous contributions to education and to the church. Perhaps one of the most meaningful honors for Moran came in January 2020, when he was invited to rejoin the Christian Brothers, this time as an affiliated member. The ceremony was held at the Christian Brothers Center in Narragansett, Rhode Island. He responded to this honor with a deep and sincere gratitude. Dr. Moran recounted that after 35 years as a brother, he ultimately chose between two loves, formerly leaving the brothers to be with his beloved Maria. Involved in education all those years, Gabriel Moran continued to be a Lasallian educator. He said quite simply, "I continued to live as I always had."